So the first tough question I want to talk about is, what is your weaknesses? I'm sure we always come across this question. We might heard about different ways in terms of tackling them, but seems like there's still something missing out there. So how should you approach this question? This is the 3 steps that I go through in terms of my planning. Well, first of all, when you want to mention your weakness, I do believe it should be a genuine one because that's how the interviewer could really feel you as a person. But you want to make sure that this weakness is relevant but not critical. So that means if now you're interviewing for a role as an analyst, what you don't want to talk about is, I might have weakness in terms of numbers or analytical skills. So that might not be that helpful. But at the same time, I mentioned it has to be somewhat relevant. So I know that some people also mention weaknesses like, I'm not that good in a certain language. Well, sometimes those are not things that the interviewer is expecting because they want to hear something that is more close to your true person. So the second thing, you do also want to compare to high standards. Because when you want to say that this is your weakness, there's always a basis that you're comparing to. So now, for example, you feel like you could be better in terms of management skills. Is it because you feel like at your level you're not doing good enough? Or because in the future, because you want to become a department head, so you know that you need to strive on all these different skills to get there? So remember, compare to high standards. Tell them, I feel like this is something I want to improve on because this is what I'm aiming for in the future. So finally, this is also a really key point, is you do want to talk about your trends of improvement. They just don't want to hear about what you're bad at or what you're not good at the moment. What they really want to learn is, are you honest about yourself? And at the same time, are you able to identify actions to self-correct? That is the key. So for example, if now I'm mentioning, I feel like there is further room for me to improve in my communication skills, then tell them what didn't work well in the past. What did you already try to do? And tell them what are some of the signs of improvement already. So maybe I might say, in the past, I was not that good in terms of public speaking. So I did try to get more opportunities from my supervisor to speak more. So I feel like with that experience, I'm getting a little bit better bit by bit. And when I come into this role right now, I know that public speaking is also a key element, so I would continue to improve myself through these kind of tools and workshops in this new role.